Hello, y'all. Today has not been a very good day. I thought when I first woke up that I was feeling pretty good, you know? I was even planning on going to Starbucks and having a day to myself, but as I progressed into waking up, I realized that would probably be a really, really bad idea. My body is hurting, and it just wanted me to rest, so I got dressed, and then I came downstairs. I scheduled my live stream for Friday. Then I was working on my husband's blanket that he requested that I make for him. And then I started having a panic attack. So I had to stop and go outside to try and control it, because I was having a really bad panic attack. So once I finished going outside, I thought, okay, I think I can manage inside now. So I came back inside after investigating a weird bug that I saw, which turned out to be a grasshopper. I've never seen one in since I was a little girl, and the ones that I seen when I was a little girl were green. I've never seen a brown one before, and this one was a brown one, so I was like, what is this? So when I'm outside, I get closer to it to look at it, and I realized it was a grasshopper, and then I was like, oh, this thing looks really strange looking, because the ones that I've ever seen, like I said, they were always green. So I've never seen a brown one before, so that was interesting. And then after I was finished outside looking at the bug, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go back inside now. Hopefully I feel better. I came back inside. Didn't feel any better, but my son tried to distract me, which was really, really awesome. So, you know, he distracted me pretty good, I must say. And then eventually I was just like, I don't know what to do. So I was writing in my diary all the feelings I was having, trying to process the whole situation in my diary, because I really, sometimes if I put it on paper, and sometimes if I just try all the stops. So I have different methods I use when I'm having anxiety. The first one is moving my hands, which is what I did with the crocheting. When that didn't work, I thought, okay, time to distract myself. So I tried distracting myself by putting on queso. Didn't work. Then I thought, okay, that didn't work, let's try praying. I tried praying, didn't work. Diary, it's kind of worked, but it didn't really. So I was like, okay, change scenery, went outside. I was outside, I felt better. And then so I came back inside, but then my anxiety came back. So I started writing about what I was feeling rather than just writing in my diary about the day and how it started. I decided, okay, I'm going to write about what I'm feeling, and I'm going to ask Jesus in my diary to be with me and sit with me through this and help me process this. So that's what I did. I tried every single maneuver I could think of to try and get rid of this panic attack, and eventually I just surrendered. There's nothing else I could do. I literally had nothing else I could do. And I didn't want to, obviously. I hate when I get into that mindset where I'm so scared that I'm like, I can't breathe kind of thing. And I'm harking and I'm like massaging my throat, trying to like tell my throat it's open, I can breathe, there's nothing wrong, I'm not closing up, I'm not suffocating, blah blah blah, you know? It's like terrifying. And so it's really, really hard to literally tell your brain reality when it wants you to like be crushed. And it's very crushing because it's hard to tell yourself something that you don't believe. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not choking, I'm not dying, but my brain is saying I am choking, I am dying. And so it's very difficult to tell your brain something it doesn't believe. Do you guys like know what I mean though? Like, it's very difficult to try and convince your brain of something it's already convinced itself of. I don't know how to explain it other than that. Like, it's so difficult. And the hardest part is explaining that to people when I'm in the middle of an anxiety attack or a panic attack. And they're saying, "You're okay. There's nothing wrong. Just tell yourself that you're fine." You don't think I've tried that? Like, that's what I've been doing the whole time. You don't think that that's the first thing I try to do is tell myself, everything's fine. There's nothing wrong. This is just an anxiety attack. This is just a panic attack. I am aware of these things consciously. It's not the fact that I know what's happening. It's the fact that my brain is telling me other things and I don't know how to tell it to stop. Or make it stop, rather. You know what I mean? That's the part that's very, very difficult. And so I have this horrible back and forth with myself. You're okay, you can breathe. Take a deep breath. See, the air's going in, no restrictions. It's not restricted. Your throat isn't closing. You're fine. I keep telling myself this kind of stuff. And then all of a sudden I feel a lump. Nope, there's a lump in there. You're going to choke on it. You're going to choke on it. You're not going to be able to breathe. You're going to pass out. And then I start getting dizzy and nauseous because of how scared I am. And I gotta lean forward. That's when I usually grab a teddy bear and I lean forward and I just try to like breathe through it. Like, come on, Stacy. We've been through worse than this. Blah, 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 blah. This is nothing. I'm praying, God, Jesus, please just take this from me. Take it from me. I trust in you. I trust you, Jesus. Just please take this from me. I can't handle this right now. Please help me. Lord, I need you. I know I need you. Please, Lord, help me. And I just do that over and over and over again. And I try to ride it out every single time. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Sometimes I end up having to call an ambulance because I can't control my mind. But sometimes I can. Today happened to be an okay kind of day. Like, it took hours, but I got it under control. It took hours, guys. Like, it started shortly after I got up. So I was up for an hour. And then that's when it started. And it didn't stop until literally an hour ago. 1 hour ago it stopped. So basically, I had a panic attack for like 6 hours today. 6 hours. And it's one of the worst ones I've had in a while because I don't usually have them for 6 hours. I usually have it for like at the most 45 minutes. But then again, I don't have any Ativan, so I've been struggling with my anxiety, and they seem to be getting a little longer and a little longer and a little longer every single time I have a panic attack. It gets a little longer and a little longer, and now I'm back up to like hours, where I have a panic attack for hours. So I have a doctor's appointment. I'm going to see my doctor. I'm going to explain to her what's going on. And I'm going to tell her I tried not needing them. You know, like, I tried. But I'm like suffering for like hours again with panic attacks. And I can't get it under control. Like, I've tried. Eventually my body just gets so tired from having so much fear that it just stops, but I don't like going through that for like hours. Like, could you imagine your brain telling you you can't breathe for 6 hours? And you're literally trying to breathe? That's the way it was for me today. And I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I don't know what's causing it. I thought when I took Prozac and I found out that I had severe depression and anxiety issues, that it was going to fix it. And it did for a while. But I'm still having the anxiety issues. So I don't know what is causing it, what the symptom is that's causing it. You know what I mean? Like, I thought it was depression. I got rid of my depression. Actually, I feel so much better in that regard. I've been like, you guys noticed I've been turning very girly. Because my brain is fixing, like, I fixed something in there with the Prozac that was wrong before. I didn't care about my appearance. I didn't care how I looked. I didn't care how I presented myself. I didn't care how I acted. And now I'm worried about my behavior, trying to be elegant and feminine. I care about how I look. I care about how I smell. I care about how I present myself. And that was because Prozac has literally fixed something in me that literally didn't care about those things before. I didn't care about anything before. And now I'm like caring about everything. And I've noticed that I've been like really tapping into my girliness. Like, I want flowers, I want pink, I want frills, I want lace, I want all the girly, you know? So that part's good. My depression is gone, which is good. But there's got to be another issue that's causing the anxiety, because if it was the depression, it would have went away by now, right? So I got to talk to my doctor, and I got to go back to see a psychiatrist, and they got to reassess me. There's something else going on. Know what I mean? So when I talk to my doctor on Tuesday, I will tell her what's going on. I'm pretty sure she's going to ask me any updates on the specialist I was supposed to see. Well, I lost one of the numbers, and I'm going to be honest, I lost the number. I didn't know how to contact the person, so I didn't, and I never got a call back for the other thing for my cervix. So I'm still waiting for a call back for the cervix. Then I will tell her about what's been going on with the panic attacks and my shoulder, and tell her that I need to see a psychiatrist and get reassessed, because there's got to be another reason why I'm still having high anxiety when I don't feel depressed anymore. Like, I don't. The depression is completely gone. So there's something else causing the anxiety and the panic attacks. So maybe I need to be reassessed. I don't know. She can decide that for herself if that's something that would be beneficial for me. And then I will tell her about my shoulder, because my shoulder, I don't know, like, it felt better since last night because I had a new bear that was holding the shoulder away from the other part, because during the night it like grinds and it clicks and it pops in and out of place. So I'm going to tell her that it's still doing that, and even though I have a bear that kind of prevents it now, there's still like pain sometimes in different movements. So I'm wondering if I might have like caused more damage, and maybe I need to see a specialist to see what I can do about that. You know, like, I know that my bone has lots of bone scars from how much it grinds at night. And it's like been doing this for years, y'all. It's not like just something that just started happening. It's been happening for years since I was in my early 20s. This has been going on, okay? Low key, I'm like double jointed. And so my shoulder, I used to show people I could pop it out of place and then pop it back into place. I'm thinking that was the dumbest thing I ever did, because now in my later years, it's doing it on its own when I'm sleeping, and it's so uncomfortable. So, but yeah, I'm like, that shoulder is double jointed, my left shoulder. All of my fingers are double jointed because I've broken them so many times. Like, they're gibbled, okay? My fingers are messed. Anyway, I can shrink my hand very, very small because of my double jointed fingers and hand. So I can shrink my hand to any size I need it to be to slip through anything. I know that's weird, right? Like, it can go really flat. Like, really small and really flat. Like, I can get it to an inch. Yeah. It's kind of weird, right? Yeah. It's kind of crazy. Both hands can do that, though. I can also stretch my fingers as wide as I want them to go. Like, there's no restriction on how wide I can stretch my fingers. I do it sometimes when I'm just sitting here, and when Dana-sama comes in and sees it, he's like, ew! I'm like, what? He's like, that's so gross. I'm like, why? He's like, it's not natural. My fingers just spread apart. I also have what's known as death grip in both hands. And so if I close my hand and my fingers in a tight fist, there's no way of opening it. For one, I'm digging my nails into my hand when I do it. Two, for whatever reason, when my knuckles are in this position, they won't unlock. Even if you squeeze pressure points on my hand, my wrist, my arm, nope, my hand's staying closed. It's death grip. Done. You try to get whatever's in my hand out of my hand, you're going to break whatever's sticking out of my hand. You're going to break it trying to get it out. And there will still be the piece in my hand. True story. But yeah, Today was a rough day for me. I had a 6-hour panic attack. I haven't had one of those. Man. It's like almost 10 years since I've had one. That long. What a strange and heavy day today was. I'm glad that that part of it is over now. I don't think I have any more energy for another round of that kind of anxiety. So I'm praying, Lord, please, Jesus, do not let another wave happen today. Please just let me rest tonight, and I will go to bed. I will wakes up tomorrow. And I will try again on having a day of normalcy. But we will see. Because I can't predict what's going to happen with my brains. You know? And I am still working on Donna-sama's blanket. I got this really nice army colored yarn. Oh, come on. This nice army colored yarn. Because I know that my Donna-sama likes army colored colors or dark colors. So when I saw this yarn, I was like, oh, Donna-sama would love this. And I knew that he needed a blanket for in the car because our heater doesn't work in the car, so he needs a blanket to cover his legs while he's driving to and from work now that it's getting colder. So I was like, no problem, I'll make you a blanket. I loves my baby. Of course I will. And so I am making the most beautiful blanket for him right now. He didn't want it too big. He just wanted it like the size of a throw. So I'm basically just making a throw. And so I know how long to make it and things. And I'm halfway done. I'm halfway done. I'm going to use the whole yarn ball on it. So I'm not going to be done until the whole yarn ball is done. And that's my goal. So, yeah. Can y'all just keep me in your prayers? Because I have no idea why I have such horribly high anxiety these days. I mean, I know, okay, I do know some of it, okay? Some of it is because this is trauma memory from last year when I lost my dad, right? And I know that this is the season. You guys remember last year, I was super happy. I was on Prozac. I've been on it for a year now. Prozac, and I started feeling really, really good. You guys remember? I was talking about how good I felt. And how strange it was that I didn't know I was so depressed that depression was causing all of the symptoms I was having and all of the issues, you know? I had no idea, y'all, before Prozac. So you guys know I was really, really happy at that time last year. And then in the middle of me being so excited and happy and sharing my journey with you guys of discovering myself, my inner self that I didn't even know existed. I just thought that the way I was the way I'm going to stay, and I didn't know that there was a whole other part to me. I didn't even know about, a girl in me that I didn't even know I had, you know? And so that journey was so beautiful, and I still love how it unfolded. And that's why I like to share my vlogs with you, because it's the unfolding story, right? Of what happened to me over the last year. So happiness, excitement, discovering new things about myself. I was so happy. And of course, the Lord has to, prepare us and, you know, cultivate in us the kind of strength that He needs us to have for certain seasons that we have to go through. And I thought, okay, I know the Lord is trying to prepare me for something, but I didn't know it was going to be the most painful thing to ever happen to me. Ever. Like, I didn't expect it. None of the ways I reacted was the way I thought I would, Like, I've lost cats, and I kind of thought, which is stupid, I know, it's kind of naive, that I would react the way I did with, like, one of my beloved cats. Like, I had this cat named Binks, okay? I loved my Binks. But he followed me to school one day, and he never came home. I was very distraught. Then I had another cat named Blackie. Now I had this cat for 7 years, and I loved him so much. He was my best friend, y'all. I made him clothes, okay? I made him a cool cape. I love this cat, okay? This cat was my baby. Then I found out he died. I was devastated. Like, completely devastated. Like, a piece of me was ripped out. It's terrible. Anyway, I thought it was going to be something like that. I didn't expect it to feel like my world is upside down and that nothing will ever be the same, that there's going to be a dark cloud over every single holiday and birthday. I didn't expect any of this kind of stuff. May I also have a chocolate? Thank you. I didn't expect any of that. I didn't expect to have moments where I feel okay, and then all of a sudden something reminds me of him, and then I start bawling my eyes out and I can't stop. Like, I didn't expect any of this kind of grief stuff. And I never expected that grief would be so painful. Like, I know you guys are like, how could you not know? Like, he's your dad. Trust me, if you saw the way I grew up, there was no affection in our family. We never hugged each other. We never kissed each other on the cheek. We never said we loved each other. There was none of that when I was growing up. So, literally, I was not expecting any of this kind of grief. I did not have any affection with them, with my mom or my dad. I was not expecting to feel so broken. And it caught me way off guard. Still does. And so some of why I'm probably having panic attacks and anxiety the way I am is probably because of the trauma memory of losing my dad last year. I'm pretty sure that's some of it. Maybe the biggest chunk of it. I don't know if it's the only thing that's causing it. I don't know. I really don't know. That's why I was hoping to talk to a psychiatrist and maybe she could break it down better for me. Tell me what's going on in my brain, Because I don't know. I really don't know. It's so annoying not knowing and not being able to control it, because I like to manage things. You guys know this. I like to manage things. I schedule and plan everything. Everything. Grief I could not schedule it, it was going to happen when it was going to happen, and I had to just deal with it. Which was really hard, because sometimes I was in public places where it would hit me. And then I'd make it seem like crying out of nowhere. Oh. So embarrassing. Then I try to control it. I try to control my anxiety. I try to control my panic attacks. I try to control my sadness and my grief. I try to control it, but it's like impossible at this point. A year. And I still feel like it was yesterday. Like, I don't even know how long it's supposed to feel like this. People say it's different for everyone. Great. So I just have to just wait it out and suffer? And why do we suffer like this? I don't even understand that part. Like, why do we have to suffer grief? That's something I'm going to be doing a Bible study on, actually. Why do we have to suffer grief? I really need to understand that. Like, why did God build that into us? And what was the purpose for it? I really want to know that, because at this point, I'm just like, why, Lord? Why do I have to suffer like this so much over my daddy? Why can't I just be happy that he was here with me all my life? That he didn't leave me to grow up by myself like he did to his previous daughters. I got to have him at home, and he was always there. So why is it so hard for me to be like, he's in a better place, he's happy, he's not in pain, he lived a long and happy life, mostly happy. I'm pretty sure his later years were much happier than his earlier years, but it's a story for another time. He had a great life I'll say the last 30 years was better for him. The last 30 years was the best years of his life, okay? So he had a great 30 years, before the end. So I'm just wondering, like, how come I can't just, like, let it not hurt so much? Anyway, I don't know what the point of that was, but okay. Anyway, so I'm going to be doing that Bible study tonight. I will let y'all know tomorrow in my vlog what I find out and what God says about suffering grief. Okay? I'll let you guys know his purpose for it and why he built it into humans. Because I really like to know. I'm sure lots of you are probably wondering the same thing right about now. Like, oh yeah, I've never really wondered that. I never really actually asked any questions like that to my pastor before. Like, what is the purpose of grief, and why do we have to suffer it, and why did God build that into us? Yeah, I never asked that either. Because I never experienced true grief until my dad passed last year. So I never really understood why it's necessary. So now I'm questioning, why is it necessary, and I need to know why. Maybe if I understand, like I understood what happened to my daddy, like I never really talked about it, but that's because I was kind of embarrassed. I never talked about it last year because I was a little bit embarrassed and I thought people would think I was weird. But after my daddy passed away, I wanted to know what happens to the body. You know, like in the stages of death. So I kind of looked up the science of it. And I watched like videos from like hospice nurses and things of this nature describing what happens to patients. And then I also watched somebody talk about what happens to the body, the brain, and what happened like minutes before death, after death, hour after death, things like this nature, because I wanted to know. And it helped a little bit, but at the time I was completely numb. You know, like I went through the biggest shock of my life. I was numb while watching these things. And I didn't even know like how to like process what I was watching and the information at the time. But it was good to know that it's natural. All the things that I remember hearing over the phone when I was on the phone with my daddy the last couple of days before he passed. And the day he did pass, I was on the phone with him, and so everything was normal, and I was glad to hear that that was normal. And now I just need to know what's normal in grief. Like, is it normal for it to like on the anniversary, is it normal to have this much pain? Like, I don't understand. I might be autistic, guys. I don't know, because I don't understand human emotions. Not quite as well as I thought I would. So I might be autistic. I don't know. Can't tell you. I've never been assessed. Just a rough day for me today. It's been a rough couple of weeks, actually. Well, 1 week. The roughest week has been this week, like the last week. From last Monday to this Monday was the roughest week so far, because I know I'm heading into that time frame when I got the phone call that my dad had a heart attack and ended up in the hospital. So I know that that's pretty close. So it's going to be very difficult. You know, I gotta keep offering it up to Jesus. I gotta keep surrendering to him and trusting in him, and just rolling through each wave of this best I can when it happens. And I might need a little help from Ativan, so I'm going to be going to my doctor to get a little bit more. I haven't had any in quite a long time. So, as you guys know, I haven't had any since I withdrew from it. Literally, like, over a month ago now. Dang, it's been over a month. Dang. But anyway, I'm laughing at Queso, guys, sorry. The way he talks. Anyway, I'm gonna probably head off pretty soon here. I just wanted to share with you guys my day and let you know that I am human. I'm not some AI created character online, you know. I'm real. And the things that I go through is quite real. So if my journey and my process and the way that I figure out how to move from situation to situation, help somebody else move from their situation to situation and brings peace and comfort to them, then hallelujah, right? So anyway, guys, I'm gonna go for now. I will catch you in tomorrow's vlog and I'll let you know what's going on. Love y'all. Later for now. Bye bye. When the night gets loud, I will